Can immense loss truly lead to an even greater sense of joy? It sounds impossible, right? Like something that defies reason. A contradiction that rubs raw against the reality of heartbreak. But I'm here to tell you, it's real. Not because I read it in a book, not because someone told me it would get better, but because I'm living it. On September 28th, 2024, I lost my only son, Logan. My heartbeat, my world, my everything. The silence that followed his last breath wasn't just quiet. It was a vacuum, a ripping away, a grief so deep it swallowed everything I thought I knew. I walked out of the hospital numb, a hollow shell of myself, wondering how the world could keep turning when mine had just flipped upside down. If you've ever stared into the void of loss and whispered, "Will I ever feel joy again?" This video's for you. Even in the thickest shadows, I began to sense something more. It started with finding feathers strategically placed for me to find just at the right moment. The scent of Logan's cologne in a room where he hadn't been. The mysterious, angelic presence of a man who called himself Dr. Mordecai, who came into Logan's ICU room, spoke wisdom, peace, and comfort, and then vanished without a trace. These weren't just figments of my imagination. They were frequencies of heaven, whispers from the unseen world saying, "He's still here." Through stillness, through prayer, through the ache, I learned how to listen again, not with my ears, but with my heart. Logan never stopped speaking. He just changed the way he communicates. And through dreams that feel like visits, calm, clear, and full of light. Through sacred objects returned, like Logan's St. Michael's coin, suddenly back in my hands. Through a random Jim Gaffigan comedy track playing in my truck, something only Logan, God, and I would understand. Love doesn't leave, it transforms. It becomes the rhythm of our new reality, a language not spoken, but deeply and profoundly felt. Grief didn't end, it's evolved. I stopped just surviving and started living to honor Logan's light. Through purpose, through gratitude, through sharing his story. And when my voice shakes, I'm still doing it. Acts of love, quiet moments of joy, serving others in pain. They aren't signs of forgetting. They are echoes of heaven still speaking through me. This journey is no longer just about loss. It's about legacy. This isn't a story about moving on. It's about moving forward with the love that never left. Joy doesn't mean we've let go. It means we've learned to carry them into every sunrise, every breath, and every new beginning. If you're grieving right now, if you felt the brush of something sacred when you thought you were completely alone, you're not. This is your invitation to share your story, to listen for the light, to believe, maybe for the first time since your loss, that love never dies. Because even in the depths of sorrow, God is still writing beauty. Logan didn't stop existing when his heart stopped beating. He lives on in me, in Bryden, in every heart his story now touches. And so does joy, not despite the grief, but because of what it taught me. Psalms 43:5 says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." I'm Angela Frazier, and I'm standing in the space between sorrow and strength. I'm proof that even when the night falls hard, God's light never leaves. Logan's love is still here, and so is yours. Subscribe for more stories of faith, healing, and Logan's legacy. Download your free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey home, in the link below. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for daily encouragement. And please share your story in the comments. I would be honored to read and maybe even pray for you. And if this touched your heart, send it to someone who's searching for light in their valley. With love always, Angela and Logan.